Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and this will be a quick and to-the-point video on why I think some executive orders are okay under the voluntarist ANCAP ideology. Now, under Obama, executive orders were signed left and right, which restricted individual liberty and ramped up the use of force against what should be free individuals. Obama was a tyrant for many reasons. I mean, after all, he signed off on killing enemies, including a 16-year-old Colorado boy who was related to Al-Awlaki. This was totally unjust. Now, under Donald Trump, one should have the same type of scrutiny as we should be able to rule ourselves, and if we so choose, opt into a voluntary society of our will, but most of all, be able to opt out of a governing body. But there is an argument for executive orders, after all. You see, President Donald Trump has recently signed off on executive orders that literally abolish the state one regulation at a time. Now, one may say, well, we didn't all collectively agree to that. But isn't it better to not agree to eradicate the coercing of all people than it is to not agree to be coerced upon? You see, and this is important, Congress may vote on things for constituents, much like the Senate. But collectivism enslaves those who disagree and forces them to be part of that system whether or not they want to opt out. While enforcing more rule over people is tyrannical, abolishing that rule over people by executive order is borderline heroic. So it's true that President Trump is also growing the size and scope of government in other ways, mostly militaristically, which leads to an even more powerful military-industrial complex, which is terrible. But he's also loosening the stranglehold on the populace in other ways. This is good. I'm not one to say that one must get into power to eradicate the power, but I refuse to argue with the notion of abolishing forms of coercion against people without other people's say. Let's remember that the only people on Earth that we truly have control over is ourselves, and without that, we lose the very basis of life itself. The state abolishing regulations means less state control. I do not support Trump, but I do support so many of his actions to free us from the chains that so many of us unfortunately revere. Now let's hold him accountable by all means and insist on a free market society, free of the state's coercion and monopolization. The only way we will prosper is through individual responsibility, not some mob racket we call government. Thanks for watching, everyone. You could check the links below. Go find me Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated. And of course, check our link in the description and the comments for Anarcho-Capitalism, where you can save 10% on your tickets to Anarcho-Capitalism by typing in promo code WAM. That's W-A-M. This video may not be popular, but it needs to be said. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for much more. We got lots more coming your way. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.